Jivin' with Jack, Season 2, coming to Poindexter Lounge.
What's up, everyone? Enosh here, along with, look at this little guy. Hey, buddy. He was just having some. I got him a little treat. I gave him some whipped cream, so he had a little puppuccino. Did you have a little puppuccino, buddy? Huh? Say hi. Say hi. Hey, everybody. I hope you're doing well on this Friday. It is the last day of the week for a lot of people, and first day of the weekend for others. Let me put this up here. Yesterday I went and got this little guy's records, his records, and so now I'm gonna take him to the doctor. And we're just gonna just a random check. I did find out some various things on his record when they gave me his doctor, his little records and stuff that can I say records one more time? That he has a heart murmur, and so we want to get that checked out for sure. So we're going to do that. We're going to get him checked out, just get a once over, that kind of stuff. But hope you guys are doing well today. I'm just in my driveway when I'm looking at this. I want to make sure that I point out when I do these driving videos, my eyes are very much on the road when they need to be. I have an entire setup literally on my dash. So you may think that I'm looking over here because a couple people have voiced some concerns and one person tried to tell me what I should do. But here's the thing. If I look over here, I'm literally still looking out right out the front. All right. And I don't do that. I don't pull stuff up a lot of times and stuff while I'm driving. If I'm at a stoplight, that's different, right? If I'm at a stoplight, that's different. And I do that. So I want you guys to know I appreciate your concerns. I do, and I understand where they come from. But I am absolutely safe, and I'm good. All right. And I appreciate it. And to the one person who came across in a different kind of way, I hope that it's from a good place, and I hope you're just trying to be nice. But it's all good. What's up, Multiverse of Movies? Good to see you, man. Arkham Gaming in the house. Hey, I saw your intro video for your YouTube channel. That's awesome, man. Are you going to get that Batman pizza and review it? So I already got the Batman pizza. We got it actually last Sunday at the church. I actually have pictures with it. And I mean, it's a pizza. That's all it is, it's cool. It doesn't even really look like a bat for the most part. It's just kind of there, but it's cool. I like it. We got that the other day. Kamuzu, what's going on? Kamuzu B, Nerd Cosa Nostra. There's my guy. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. We trust your driving. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am 45 years old. I'm going to be 46 this year, guys. And that's not to say that like I'm perfect or anything like that, or it's, but I've been driving a long time. I know to be safe. I absolutely know to be safe. And I just want you guys to know that like, I wouldn't take risks, literally where my phone is the same as when I have to look up into my rearview mirror. Like literally I'm looking into my rearview mirror right now. Somebody sent me a screenshot of me looking, and I'm literally at that point in the video, I'm looking in my rearview mirror, but whatever. You're totally going to do the Lloyd Christmas limo driving scene. Yes. But hey, so here we go. I hope that you're doing well today. I hope that you're making the most of your day today. Tonight, me and my family, we are going to see Colin Mockery from Whose Line Is It Anyways? So that's going to be cool. I've wanted to do that for the last few years. He comes through here every once in a while. We have a big cultural center area that is really cool. And we usually have a thing called the Whiting Auditorium, and it's pretty huge. But what they did was we have one of these theaters, these downtown theaters that a lot of cities and towns have. And they renovated the people who the company that owns the cultural center area, which has our planetarium. That's my first job working at the planetarium. We did rock laser shows and all kinds of fun stuff, school groups and everything. And so, we have the Art Institute, the Flint Institute of Arts. It's amazing, by the way. A lot of people, they think of Flint and they just, I don't know what they think of, but man, we got a lot of culture here, got a lot of history here in this area. Um, Cars started in this area. Everybody calls Detroit the Motor City, but Flint was called Vehicle City because all the carriages back in the day were made here in Flint. And then when they switched to cars and started making, motorized vehicles, that was all here in Flint. It was all here in Flint. Yes, they later everybody started moving things down to Detroit, but that all started here in Flint. And General Motors was literally started on a corner just downtown here in Flint. So there's a lot of really cool stuff that goes along with that. And so our cultural center is amazing. We got a great library. We've got the Sloan Museum, which is downtown. There in the cultural center area. We've got man, they've expanded the cultural center so much. It's really cool. But that company bought the Capitol Theater, which was downtown. Used to be an old movie theater and also just theater for productions and plays. And bands used to come through and stuff. In the '90s, growing up, um, there was the local music scene played there, which was really cool. It was mostly used for that because by that time, they weren't bringing in big acts or whatever. But every once in a while, a big name would come through there and play. And it was cool. But then that kind of went away and it just sat there empty for the longest time. And so I renovated. If you watch my associate producer music video, there's a couple scenes where I'm out in front of the Capitol Theater and standing in front of it. It's got a huge marquee, it says Capitol on it, and it's really cool. It's really cool. So that's so now because they invested all this money, now there's big names that are coming through there, and things that maybe they're not gonna pack out a. I think it's like 2,500 or something like that at the Whiting Auditorium, 2,500 or 3,000 um, in the Whiting. So if they know, well, God, are you? All right, stick with me. If we get, I'm out and about. So if I lose you, I lose you. But know that I'll be right back. So no, Flint has got a rich history. There are so many great and positive things about this area. And look, I know that what a lot of people see anytime I travel, around the country or whatever, and people hear that I'm from Flint, they're like, "Oh, you're from Flint. How is the water there?" And I'm like, you know, that's not that's not all we're known for. Well, yeah, you do suck. Right now, I am on the outskirts of Flint. I'm actually outside of Flint right now. I'm in Flint Township, which is outside of that. It's just certain pockets, certain areas. But in the city, man, usually the reception is really good. It's really good. So, but I'm excited. Tomorrow we're going to a car show where I'm sure we'll take lots of video and pictures and stuff. I'm excited. I'm going with two sets of friends. So that should be fun. And I guess there's going to be Kit from Knight Rider. There's going to be the General Lee. There's going to be what else did I hear is going to be there? A few different things, but yeah. So there's going to be like all these, excuse me, all these famous cars there and stuff. And so I'm looking forward to that at the car show tomorrow. And so we'll take some pictures, especially for some nerd shows, cars and stuff like that. What's up, Ben? Good to see you, Ben. Yes, they need better sound. There it is. Now I can pull it up. Don the Punisher, or Punisher the Don says, "I love my city of Flint." There you go. What's up, Ben? Yeah, so we'll be doing that tomorrow, and then we got friends coming over tomorrow night for our weekly game night. So a lot of stuff happening in the next couple of days. And then of course Sunday we got church. My friend Todd, who you guys know from I've been showing you guys all the popcorn and stuff that we've been getting and stuff. He makes all the popcorn stuff. He's going to be speaking on Sunday, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited for him and hearing what he has to say on Sunday. So it's going to be a good weekend. It's going to be a real good weekend. Um, and now we're going to take this little guy to the doctors, and hopefully he's all right and all that stuff. Like I said, they said he had a little bit of a heart murmur, and so at the old place, and so we're going to get him checked out, make sure that he's doing okay. And that's just kind of my day. Are they replica cars or the actual set cars? I don't know. You do suck. I don't know. Like I think they're like a traveling thing. So I know a couple years ago, there was a church not far from here. We went to it. It was called, it was like a Hazard Christmas, a Hazard County Christmas. And they actually had cars from the show that were in there, and then a couple of cars that weren't. So I think there were three General Lees there altogether. There was one that was from the show that you could get a picture with. So I got a picture with that one. Then there was one you could get in and take your own picture with, right? And we did that one, and that I think was somebody made it. And then there was a Warner Brothers one that was all souped up, had like a bunch of other decals on it and stuff. And but it was all souped up, had an engine coming out the thing, but then they had the cop car, and they had Daisy's car there too. So I don't know if yeah, I'm not sure what like I'm not sure like the Knight Rider. I'm not sure with Kit if it's like an actual Kit from the show um or not. So we shall see. Um so usually here, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go in and I'm going to sign up to get in line. So I'll take you guys with me for that, and then we'll come back out and wait for them to call us. How's that? Enosh, are you familiar with Melanie Mack on Twitter or YouTube? She is the Tomb Raider girl. I do not know her. Do you have any favorite games at your house? Well, lately we've been playing a lot of uh, Cards Against Humanity, and then they got some other game that they've been wanting to play lately. But we've been kind of playing that lately, and I know. I'll be right back, buddy. Okay. I'll be right back. You stay right there, honey. Okay. So give me just a second. And when I go in, I just got to sign up and make sure we're good to go. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know who that Melanie Mack is. I was never a big Tomb Raider guy either, so I probably wouldn't be looking her up. Hi. Hello. Yeah, I'm just signing in. All right, we're all signed in. What's up, Blueberry? Good to see you, man. That door just swings open. Okay, so I just had to give him some information. I'm afraid I can't hear you. Yeah, no, you guys couldn't hear me because I put myself on mute because I was having to share information regarding my personal information because I'm signing in my dog to the vet. See, I'm here at the vet, so now we have to wait out here. Whoops. And oh, little guy. He's like, Dad, what you doing? Here, buddy. I know. Hold on, gotta get in the car. Gotta get back in the car. Hold on. Get back in your car. Hold on, buddy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here, let's talk to everybody. Want to talk to everybody? Let's talk to everybody. Come on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ah, come on. Trying to do this one-handed. All right, there we go. There we go. That's my Rocky boy. How you doing, buddy? I say hi to the people. I know you're cold. I know it's cold outside, buddy. Let me get the blanket here. Get the blankie. Here, let's get the blankie. Aw, little guy. His name is Rocky. His name is Rocky. My little guy. What's up, Tayron? Here, buddy. I'll put the car on. I know you're cold. It's not really that cold in here, but he's a little guy. So he gets chilly pretty easy. So he's shivering his timbers. So we'll put some heat on, okay, bud? So you can get warm. All right. Okay. Get you some. Get all this. I love my doggies. I love them. There we go. Okay. So get him in there. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. There we go. Oh, there we go. Now we can see him. So get him all in his blankie. There we go. What's up, Tayron? Good to see you, man. So what you guys say when I was gone? Monkey Jeebus says DC Comics artist Joelle Jones stole art from Marvel and copy and pasted it as her own. Really? Wow, I hadn't seen that. Oh my gosh, that's not good. That's not good. They support tracers. Yeah, I hadn't heard that. Oh my goodness. Ben Meyer says, I have a board game channel and have lately briefly appeared on the Dice Tower channel on Friday morning. That's cool, man. That's cool, Ben. Very cool. Very cool. I love board games. Oh, right. Rocky, he's very cute and very cool from what I can see. Yes. Well, the blanket will help him. Yeah, I just turned the heat on too. I like the series Lady Killer. I'm trying to think what, I mean, like, I'm kind of old school in my board games too. I mean, I like the classics. One game that we used to play all the time when I was in my early 20s, we used to play a game called Crack the Case. And that game was super cool. You had to, it was like a who done it kind of thing. You got a like a mystery and you had to figure it out, like who the killer was, or like, it would give you different things that you had to figure out. And so we used to get together, man. There'd be like, oh my gosh, there'd be like 20 of us. Because we used to do this Bible study thing on a Wednesday or on a Monday night. My band would play, and then we'd invite people to come hang out with us. And so then we do some music on Monday nights, and then we do a Bible study, and then afterwards we just play board games and stuff. And so we played this game, Crack the Case, and it was a lot of fun. We didn't really play by the rules; we just kind of did our own thing, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Um, hmm, that's interesting. Well, Monkey Jeebus, here's the thing, man. Something I've noticed is that the quality of art has really gone down over the last few years, if I'm being honest. So I don't know if, I mean, do they, is it something that that Joel just needed, like to make it easier? I don't know. I mean, if it's, you're just, I'd have to look at it. I mean, I'm just taking from what you're saying, that it was pre-John poses, just paste your own costume on But I mean, there's different body types and stuff. So like they would still have to draw the bodies, wouldn't they? You know, I mean, like how much of it is actually just is it tracing or is it using it as like, like guidelines? And I don't know. I don't know, man. But I do know, look, there's a lot of people who can draw. Um, there's some people I'm very, very drawn to as far as their art. And then there's some people that I just like, it's okay, you know. And then it's funny too because there are people who like they draw all right, they're good art, they could draw better than me for sure, but they get kind of full of themselves and then they just kind of act like, everybody wants what they're doing, or like, they kind of hype themselves up, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's the same thing with musicians, same thing with musicians. Oh, EVS did a stream. What's up, Dark Star? Good to see you. Hey, there's Aaron. That's Aaron and Heather, one of the groups we're going to be hanging out with tomorrow at the car show. Yeah, I was just telling them about the car show. What all cars are going to be there? I know you said there was going to be General Lee and Kit from Knight Rider, and I could not remember for the life of me who else was going to be there. But yeah, we're looking forward to hanging out for sure. And yeah, we'll meet you at 10 a.m. for sure. Since I got you here now. Yeah, we're just sitting here, me and my Rocky dude. You a little warmer now, buddy? He's a little warmer now. Yes, he is. He's ready to go in and see the doctor for the first time. He's going to go see this doctor. Aren't you, boy? It's so funny having this cute little guy, he was my grandma's dog for so long, and she rescued him. She got him because the guy who owns a party store down the street from our church, a real nice guy, been a friend of the family for a while now. He had a guy come into his store one day, and he knew that the guy was like a drug dealer, like rough kind of guy or whatever. And the guy was trying to sell Rocky, and the guy starts talking about how apparently he had Rocky involved in dog fights. I mean, dog fights are disgusting and gross on their own. But can you imagine, like, I mean, what type of person does dog fights anyways, right? But this little guy he's a little Shih Tzu. I mean, I pick him up with one hand, and he was using them in dog fights. It's just, oh my gosh. And so Rocky had just experienced a lot of trauma, and he was really skittish and everything. But the owner of the store was a saint, and he's just like, "Yep, I'll buy him. I'll buy him." Just wanted to get Rocky out of that situation, and that was sweet. But then he called up my grandma and he said, "Hey, Pastor Betty, would you like a dog? I got this dog down here. Will you come take a look at this dog?" And my grandma was like, "No, I don't want a dog. I don't want to." He says, "Come on, Pastor Betty, will you just come take a look at the dog? Just come see him." So my grandma went down there, saw Rocky, and I mean, look at this little face. Look at this little face. How can you say no to this little face, huh? How could you say no? Hmm. And she said it was like he looked at her and was just like, "Oh my goodness, please, please save me. Please take me home." And so she did. She ended up spending 1,200 bucks on him, I guess, right away, like getting him healthy and stuff, because he was poor little guy, had gone through so much and everything. And so he's had a lot of dental issues and stuff. And so, uh, but she took him in, and he became her little baby, and he's got a whole little wardrobe of clothes and stuff that she bought for him, and she just babied him. And it's so sweet because he had such a rough young life. He's 9 years old now, and I think she had him for, my goodness, what, about 4 or 5 years. She made him a therapy dog so she could take him everywhere she went, and he went with her all over the place. And he's such a sweet little guy, and he's not. This is him. This is him. He's just pretty chill. He just look how he's just loving that. He used to have two of these little teeth that stick out. But right before my grandma passed, she had to take him to the doctor, and he had to have one removed. And so he used to have two that stuck up like that, but now he just has the one. But he's a sweet dog. He really is a sweet dog, and he is integrated well with our two dogs now. Wookie and Harley are very rambunctious, and they're constantly wrestling. and Harley really wanted to wrestle with him, and they get into it a little bit, but he's just kind of chill. He just likes to lay there. So every once in a while he barks at her, and they kind of go round and round, but they're cute. It's a completely copy and paste. Wow, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to look into that, man. That's uh that's crazy. What's up, Jeff? What's up, Jeff Lafelty? Good to see you. So, I know, isn't he cute? He is cute. His name is Rocky. And he's a fighter. I tell you what, he's a fighter. He I mean he's a lover more than anything, but he's a fighter. He's held on. Now he's 9 years old. A little guy. And Monkey Jeeves says Rocky can't fight. That's a blood sport, right? Right. Okay, so here we go. This is what's all going to be there. Holy cow. So you got the General Lee, the Batmobile, Trans Am from Smokey, and the Bandit. That's awesome. That's right. The DeLorean from Back to the Future and Kit from Knight Rider. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be a blast right there, guys. Uh, Heather loves Rocky. LOL. So do I. I know, isn't he adorable? Isn't he adorable? We bring him to church, we bring him to church. And for those of you guys who've seen our services and those of you who've been there, he was my grandma's little church dog. And so since he's therapy dog, he likes to walk around. We let him walk around and do his thing, and people pick him up and hold him and pet him. And they love him, and he loves that too. And he's just there for everybody. Oh, hmm oh buddy. Yes, you are. He loves his neck rubbed like this. He loves this right here. So soothing to him. He just loves that. You like that, don't you, buddy? Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. What's up, Triton? Good to see you, man. Says Enosh. Yo, Enosh, no long Assassin's Creed message, unlike last time I was here. But this big things are coming, and I'm excited. Also, kiss our boy Rocky for me. Ah, thanks, man. I'll give him a kiss for you. That's from Triton. That's from Triton right there. Mwah. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. Uh, she was like, they dressing him up. Yeah. Yeah. He's got a little snaggle tooth. Got a little snaggle tooth right there. Yes, he does. Um, thanks, Monkey Jeeves. I'll check that out later. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's crazy though, man. If that's happening, that's look, if you're gonna do your artwork, do your own artwork, right? And that should be a no-brainer. If you're gonna work in comics, you should know how to draw. And you shouldn't have to use somebody else's artwork. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. It's crazy. Well, hey, we're just going to sit here and wait for the phone call. What do you guys think about Boba Fett episode 7? So, Aaron, you know what? I liked it. I know there's a lot of people I know on the internet right now. Everybody hated it. And, I've seen the headlines, Boba fail, this and that. Listen, I'm so tired of having people just complain about everything. Listen, like I've said over the last few days, because we've talked about it, Aaron, these last few days, right? Um, and that is just, if you don't like it, that's fine. Right? We can always talk about that. Like, what we don't like, what we did like. There's a lot of stuff in Book of Boba Fett that I didn't like, that I thought was cheesy, you know? Um, and but then, and it's hard for me because I see some people like making fun of whatever, but there's a fine line between like really just attacking and mocking, and I won't get into spoilers, Jeff, I guess, but there was this one little spin move that the one guy does, and like, oh my gosh, everybody's like making such a big deal about it, acting like it was stupid or whatever. Listen, if you watch it, he's trying to spin to get out of the way of a laser blast. Now, is it silly because it looks like more like a dance move? Yeah. Okay, sorry, that was them calling to bring him in. like I said, there's a bunch of silly stuff, right? That we can always, get into talks and all that stuff about those things, and that's absolutely fine. Um, but it's Star Wars has just been ridiculous lately, where everybody just feels the need to just tear it apart, and it's mostly fans, people who they couldn't do any better, yet they literally attack writers and directors and things when they couldn't do that job. They think they could. They think that they're that knowledgeable that they can just rip on other people's stuff and just tear it apart. Um, and some of them are creatives that I've seen their stuff, and their stuff ain't much better. Their stuff is nowhere near the quality that you see out of a Disney or whatever. But Disney's the big guys, right? And so people feel this they feel this entitled need to critique, to attack, and to make sure that the world knows what they think about it. Which, hey, that's great. We're on YouTube, right? That's fine. That's fine. Um, you know, but the thing is, overall, it's an overarching story. And it's like I said the other day, and I got to get him inside here, but if you are so distracted that they did 4 episodes of a slow burn about what was going on with Boba Fett, then kind of sidetracked to this Mandalorian sub story and Luke and others. And I've never seen so many people just ticked off about the Luke Skywalker angle. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I mean, last time Luke showed up, everybody acted like it was the second coming of Jesus himself, and the animation was horrible. It looked like a video game. And when I said anything negative about that at all, I mean, I was glad that Luke was back. But when I just said, I don't know about this, oh my gosh, I was attacked up and down about it just for stating an opinion. These people are mocking Luke Skywalker's return, mocking like the first of all, the CGI was a million times better. Yet I've seen people mocking it and just coming up with a complaint about why is he even in it? Oh my gosh, the Grogu thing, and like making him choose stuff. Listen, it's an overall story. If you can't handle a little sidetrack to a couple different characters because you thought it was all going to be about Boba Fett, at the end of the day, folks, you're not going to like Star Wars for the next few years. All these shows, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Mandalorian, it's all going to take sidetracked things. All right, sorry about that, guys. So, yeah, so they're gonna take these sidetracks, and it's all part of the overall arcing story. Okay, so that's it. We gotta go. We love you. Say bye bye. Bye bye. We love you guys, and we will see you very, very soon. All right. Pray for this little guy. He's all right. Everything's okay, but we'll just want him to have a good, clean bill of health. All right, guys. We'll see you guys later. Bye.